E9. You played well today?
Yeah.
No, that's all I want to hear. As long as you're playing, are you enjoying it still?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Oi, listen. Oh yeah, the Faz v Braz game, I swear, we're going to try and get a couple things down there, man. Be a decent one. Just call calm again this week. Just Mr. Humble this week. No more shitizery. No negatives. Alright, so, okay, right. So there's the main man, though.
Come on,
And I don't forget where I come from, you see it?
Come on, lad.
My guys. Come on. So we say no, we say next season what?
Yeah, next season.
Oh, on the Coronation Prem.
Yeah, man.
Let's see how you get. Come on.
Coming to bagging some goals.
Come on.
To watch out, you know, league.
Oh, Bones is like, I need to check Bones' passport, you know. Like, them man at our age is useless, but them man are still playing into their 50s and that. Come on, AG. Come on. Yeah?
Big fan centre back, yeah?
Oh, it's helpful.
Semi-final today, you know, we're getting ready nice.
Just took a little scoop over there.
That's the difference. Come back to me now. The difference between us fans, we're prepared, we're organised, they're not. Roll on the game.
Back to my partners, watch him. Fresh. Miami Brads.
Well, go on.
So we say, my bro.
No tickets in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on, man.
Semi-final.
Yeah?
It is media thing, you know what I'm saying?
Just media today.
This pitch is nice though.
Come on, bro. It's
On my way.
It's a nice little turnout as well, you get me? You see me, bro? Yeah, man, the man about out early. You get me? Power in the building as well, yeah, we do.
Semis, man, big fans out here.
You say me? Come on.
You know what time it is, bro. We got this though, man. My boys have got this, trust
Yeah?
me.
All right.
Power FC.
Come on. Full squad today, bro.
Yes, Gaffer. How you doing, man, bro?
Carry on duty.
Stop these shots at these people, bro.
Shaq, when you coming back, there's a little one. Jump with the twist. No rhythm.
Stiff youths.
Every time what?
Big man in the building.
Man, you know what it is. Another final coming.
Yeah?
Say no more.
Say no more jokes. Gaffer Dibs. Tell you, man, we say semis.
Yeah, bro. Semis, man. Trying to take, man.
Nah, man, you do it, man. I said this to you already, Dibs, man. The difference is his man is already in the big final. But it's trying to get to the next one now, innit?
Me too, man.
Come on. Love the team catch after the game.
Quiet, Reed. Get talking, lads. Get talking.
That's
Yes, H. Yes, Bob. Yes, Bob. Can we pop for it as well? Lads, can we
We say the championship champions are here.
Nah, man, not this year.
We say
man.
no, what you say? What
We're slacking this year.
promotions
man.
are no.
We'll be back.
Promotions are no. Alright, boys, have a good one catching a bit. Nah, you're there, man. Trust me, you're there.
The show starts here. Obviously, you're gonna have shots here, but you have to try hardest.
You know what, lads? Take it off your mind. Take it off your mind. That is, you get what I'm trying to say. Let's just play our game.
Wait, let's not overcomplicate anything.
Nothing at all. Hey, what you saying, Dad? Let's just take it off our mind.
1-4 and 1 for all, that's straight.
I don't rush it, like, yo, bro, throw into that thing, man. Just get their time, bro. Take it right, don't feel pressure, like, yo, just coming bam, bam, bam. Take your time, bro. Yeah, bro, just settle down.
We set every time is key.
It's a semi-final, bro.
Set, compact.
It's a 4-match, bro, so.
And boys, don't be afraid to make a mistake. The
100%.
The important thing about making a mistake is what you do after you make it.
100%.
You lose the ball, just get back in position. Get in a good position.
Play the game, bro. Don't do nothing different. Play the game, bro.
Start with hard work, boys. 100%. They're going to be hard work. You have to match that and better. Remember what I said? You dropped in them friends. They said you start.
Alright, ready? Rest call.
You've got to know, yeah. When it's building.
Barry, go.
Yeah. Now, the main thing I'm going to say, we need to start off strong because the last couple of weeks we've been coming from behind. We don't want to do that, but we just want to put games to bed. You get me? Like, we just want to put games to bed now. And I'll be honest with you now, like, everyone's got their individual rivals and people that don't like and their little derbies. Where today now, yeah, everyone knows, yeah, going through the season, you look at all the messages and that we've seen in chats and that, people bringing ringers in for us, people saying this about us for no reason. This is actually a day that I'm going to enjoy because potentially, like, we don't get that hate from these, like, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, for 90 minutes, bro, I want every man to hate them, simple as that, I don't care.
No friends out there, boys.
Yeah, friends and family, bro, banter with them after the game. Can we not banter in the game, yeah? Don't want to see no bantering in the game. Have your banter after, that's up to you, like, yeah?
Yeah.
But that's the main thing today, boys, yeah? We have to be on it in goal. Domo, yeah? Domo, loud, just like the group chat the other day, you know that. Nah, but listen, Domo, loud, same back four as last week. Perkins right back, Faneuil left back. Joe, Cardo, centre backs, yeah? Left back, right back. I think the main threat from these is going to be pace down the wings. Yeah, more time it's going to be that Josiah and Shaq, yeah? So that's the back four. The middle three, Harvey, DK, Toll up top. Dan's up in the 9, Jordan on the left, Isaac on the right, Isaac on the forwards, yeah? Boys, everyone on it now, yeah? Let's go, Come on in, boys.
Yes, people, welcome back to Sunday League Settings with myself, Big Fazza. Now this week we got Keeley Cup semi-final action between Power FC and FC Ballerz. You know what it is by now. Less of me chatty-pattying and let's get straight into the action. Now ball whipped out to this left-hand side. Ball under control by Shaq Witz. Isaac in pursuit. Played back to Prince. Decent little possession here. Manages to skip past 1 and 2. Plays it back down the line. And guess who's here? Mr. Shithouse. Now with this being the semi-final, you know both teams are both up for it. Ball played into R9 Reedy, and this is what it means to both teams. Referee could have played the advantage, but he brings it back for a free kick. Dan Perkins sends one over the top. Decent interception here, this is by the man Taz, but unfortunately goes out for a corner. Short corner kick taken. Dan now plays into the path for Isaac, who sees DK free at the back post, gets a head on it, but decent save by the goalkeeper. Joe tries to keep it alive, but eventually Power clear their lines. Now it's never too early for a now you see it, now you don't. Now you see it, now you don't. Lovely feat that is by Burns. Played out to this left hand side to Shaq Witz. Ricks is in pursuit. Gets a decent little deflection on the first one, but Shaq picks up the bits. Ricks is all over him. Shaq whips a crossing, but Joe deals with it. Now Mr. Cool, Calm and Collective, Ricks plays it back to Dan Perkins, who sends one long over the back line, but decent control there by H, and Power start again. Now ball picked up in the pocket by Tone, sees the runner Jordan Andrews on that left hand side. Eventually gets under control, but I will give Daz credit where it's due. This is decent defending, stands up and eventually clears his lines, takes a deflection and it's a throw into Power. Now Barry plays it back to Taz, who sees the runner Shaq Witz, draws out to this left hand side, tries to bring it under control. Dan Perkins misreads the header, so Shaq Witz is on his way. Now referee waves off the foul there. Dan comes away with it, plays one into Isaac, but Power ain't happy like the first one not being given. That's assault, that is. Semi-final action, so neither team are given an inch. Both of them are competing for every ball, so you are going to get tackles like that. But as I say that, Faneuil flicks one over the top, and this is more decent defending here by the boy Taz. Fair play. Now ball picked up in the pocket by R9 Reedy. Plays out to that right hand side to Jazz Bappe Josiah, who whips a lovely ball into the danger area. But again, because the pitch is hard, just comes away from Shaq Witz. Tries to keep it in play, but Dan Perkins manages to get his body in front of it, but Barry knocks it out for a throw in the end.
Jordan, I need you closer in!
Now Dan Perkins is all over Barry. Referee could have blew up for a free kick, but fair play to him, keeps the ball alive, plays on into Jazz Bappe, and DK brings him down. Free kick to Power. Now from that resulting free kick, it's whipped in by Reeks. Prince tries to help it on, but again bounces to Tone, who plays it back out to Isaac, who plays it off Reeks, and it goes out for another throw-in. Now you see it, now you don't. Absolutely naughty that is by Tone to get past Reeks. Just a shame the shot didn't match the skill. Dan Perkins in possession of the ball, asking for options. Played into Harvey, who clips a lovely ball down his right hand side. Tone manages to keep himself on side. Taz comes over, but Tone pulls it back to the edge of the box to Isaac, who gets his shot away. Decent save in the end by the keeper, and eventually Power do clear their lines. And as we go back down the other end, naughty little flick that is there by Jazz Bappe to get away from Faniel. Shoots and takes the paint off the post.
Right shoulder! Right shoulder!
It's the ball. Very open contest at this point in the game, and as I say that, slotted through to Isaac, who shoots. Decent save by the keeper. Now ball on that far side with Dan Alwell. Naughty little no-look passes into the runner Jordan, who tries to whip one into the box, but fair play to Burns, who reads it. Taz tries to bring it under control. Jordan gets a head on it, but the keeper scoops it up. Now Burns is a box-to-box player. Not only can he do his defensive duties, he isn't too bad down the other end either. Decent shot, just goes wide. Now a cheap free kick given away by the Power FC boys. Faniel with that wonderful left foot whips it in. Decent block there by Barry. Again, another block by Prince. Another block by Barry. Reeks comes away with it. Plays out to this left hand side to R9. Now how about this for a bit of defending here by Prince. Now I did say he's the best centre half in the league, but he's a bit too cool, calm and collective here. Jazz Bappe manages to nick the ball and manages to play it off him as well and wins Power a corner. Shaq Witt standing over the corner, whips on into the box. Now decent defending there by Reeks, gets there ahead of Daz. Lines are cleared by Ballerz, no further than Reeks, who picks up the scraps at the edge of the box. Tries to whip another one in, with a bit of a daisy cutter. Reeks manages to clear his lines. Tone tries to help it on, and Reeks goes back home and they start again. Big Damo in goal for Ballerz, sends one up the field, but Barry has won every single header that's been played up there so far. No further than Tone, plays back to Faniel, who helps it on. Keeper's playing hot potato, but eventually ends up clearing his lines. Picked up in the midfield by Shaq Witt, who tries to play really through, but again, Reeks does his defensive duties and they start again. Now there's no options to go long, so they take a short one. Played it into Reeks. Now I'm not too sure what pass he saw there, and it's picked up there by Isaac, who plays one down the line to Tone. Now I will say fair play to Prince again, man. His defensive duties in his first half have been up to scratch. Sizing up Tone. Eventually plays one into the midfield again. Taz looking for options. Plays one out to this right hand side. Picked up there by Barry. Looking for options. Plays one through. Miscontrolled there by Mr. Witts. Joe clears his lines. Goes out for a throw into Ballerz. Now keeper knocks one high into the sky. Reeks mistimes it. Reedy bounce favours him and he helps on to Shaq Witt, who gets his shot away. Now the pitch at the Talio on Sunday was definitely not favouring the footballing teams. Dry and it was hard, so it was pretty hard to get it under control. So sometimes one over the top always works. 50-50. Reedy wanted it a bit more than Damo, and it does go out for a corner. Now Jazz Bappe standing over the corner, looks for the runner Barrett at near post, who nearly gets his head on it. Decent defensive duties there by Dan Perkins, but again, scraps favour Ballerz. Tone plays one through to Dam, who overhits his pass to Danzo, and H picks up the scraps. He checked back and won again, didn't it? This is one of the reasons why I started Sunday League settings, was to capture the vibe and the atmosphere on a Sunday. Now as I say that though, ball whipped in by Reeks, misses everybody, but Jazz Mbappe keeps it alive. But fair play to Joe, reads it, goes out for another corner.
Go on then, DK, go on then. And again, keep going. Run it. There you go. Get it,
You see what it means to both teams. It's tribal. It means everything to them. Fighting it and putting it all on the line for the badge. Now on that far side, it's decent shepherded there by Jordan Andrews, not giving Daz anywhere to play. Eventually, he plays a loose one and it's picked up by Dan Alwell, and the pressure applied results in a corner. Corner whipped in by Isaac, but it goes over everybody's head. Eventually drops to Dan Alwell, who shoots, but it goes well over the bar. A little bit of head tennis in the middle of the park eventually results in a chance for Ballerz. H gets caught underneath it. Tone plays it into Isaac, who's always going to be dangerous on that left foot. Shoots, but it hits the side netting. We have to go. But I'm hoping that he goes, Uncle, you go watch the game. Just drop me some money off. But I ain't never got the app on his phone again, bro. I rat up the. Now as we're drawing towards the end of the first half, probably about 5 minutes at this point before the referee blows his whistle. Helped on there by Harvey. Tone plays it into Dan Alwell, who heads it on to Jordan Andrews on his right hand side, who eventually does get a decent little chippy crossing, laid off by Faniel. Dan Alwell shimmies, shoots, saved by the keeper, and eventually power clear their lines. It's a good battle that is. Like I said earlier on in the game, neither team is giving each other an inch, and a couple of minutes before the half-time break, you just want to shut up shop, restock and refocus, ready for the second half. Now as I go and say all of that though, you got Reeks in possession of the ball again, plays it back to Prince. Now how about this for a pass, and how about this for defensive cut out by Faniel? Naughty that is. Now Dan Perkins clears his lines and it's picked up by Daz. Taz is on as an option, who sees the runner Reedy, so he goes long eventually. Now Reedy on his bike, Faniel and Joe in pursuit, turns him one way, turns him the other, gets his crossing, but Big Domo's there to scoop it up. With the referee about to blow his whistle, we're going to go into the half-time break. FC Ballerz 0, Power FC 0. Je ne sais quoi, s'il vous plaît.
Bonus stats. You say, you good?
Band back together.
Yeah, man.
The band back together. Hopefully we're back on Mondays now. Come on.
The game's going to be won if we can get this ball out to the wing and isolate our attackers against one-on-one. That's where the game's won, I'm telling you.
Oh, Reed, look, there you go. They don't want it. They don't want it, bro. They don't want it. Reed is panicking every time. He was saying it's going to happen, bro.
Obviously, what they're saying is we're not a keeper, so just play it long and hit it early. It's not working, no? You know what I'm saying? That's fine, it's fine. Just keep what we're doing because it's running well. But the only thing I'd say, is Prince, when we get in this ball, or our keeper's got the ball, our centre back's got the ball, it's like you're inside of it too much. I need you to pull straight outside to that wing to get that angle so you can hit the right forward and left forward quicker. We need to. You're doing well though. Yeah, no. Let the little thing. That's what we want to do. What do you mean?
We've come here. We said, you know what? We're gonna set the high press, and as we're saying, they're not actually playing football. You know what I mean? They're not playing. So at least we were set up ready if there was. Now they're not. We've changed the start. If you want to go long, that's what we said we'll do with all day. The only thing is, what I'm saying is, it's the transitions. You get what I'm saying to you? We're too slow from defense to attack. We need to change that. Started doing it at first, then we stopped doing it. H, you've started Taz. Let's make sure we're doing it. Daz, I know you're tired. Let's make sure we're doing it. You push Reeks. I know you spoke with me and you spoke about it. Push the back line, push you forward. Jord, you get on forward. Because when he brings down the ball, and he wants to secure the ball, we need to make sure
5 yards, 10 yards.
you get what I'm saying.
It's same shit every week. It stands on today, it's been Sis every time. It's only because Sis works his arse off, yeah, that he's saving, man, from the middle, bro. Because he shouldn't have to work that hard. And I'm telling you, man, like Danzo's isolated today. But it's not, we're not just talking about today, it's every single week, bro. Yeah? Now, it's like the midfield just are waiting for the battle. We are all moaning, yeah, about we're not playing, but not one man, name me one man now who is demanding to play. Everyone from the middle, bro, yeah, I want you, if you're seeing Dom, Faniel, whoever's got it at the back, they've got no other option to fucking go long, bro, because no one's demanding and no one wants to play. And second of all, even when we're getting forced to go long because nobody wants to play football, we're not even fucking gambling on those seconds, bro. But we have to play now. DK, pick up the ball and go, bro.
You've lost already. Pick your fucking heads up and play, man.
Massive fucking
Talk to each
semi-final.
other.
There's no urgency, man.
Massive semi-final.
Fucking get your head in the game, then. Get out there the second half. Fucking win with heart. You get me? Come on, man. Now with the half-time team talks done and dusted, let's get this second half cracker lacking. Now the man Barry in midfield for Power has been in the wars in the first half, and he only goes and catch a loose one to the jawline there by Isaac. Now a long throw-in from Isaac sends Tone on his bike, manages to keep it in play. H stands him up doing his defensive duties. Tone tries to get past him and it goes out for a corner.
My time to shine on the these stages and leave them.
Come on. Couple of early corners here in the second half for Ballerz. Clear the first post. Back out to Isaac, who whips one in again. Keeper doesn't want to hold on to it and parries it away. Power won a free kick, but the referee waves it on. Tone manages to play it back out to Isaac, just out a camera shot. Another decent block there by the back line. Referee waves on the advantage. Isaac still on that right hand side, trying to cut in on his left foot to get his shot away, but Power put their bodies on the line.
Still on the fucking. Well done, Dom. Look at peaceful. Hey.
And as you can see, more shithousery from Dom Perkins. Faniel whips the resulting free kick into the box, but it is cleared. Just out a camera shot, it's picked up by DK, who plays it back to Isaac, who whips one into the box. And I tell you this now, this could have gone anywhere. When we're back on air, we're back on air this week or next week. See you back. Ballerz applying more pressure, and another corner whipped in by Faniel. Breaks out here to Dom Perkins, who manages to keep the ball alive. Whips one back into the box. Reeks manages to get his head on it, and it's cleared by Daz. Now, I think Liawal's not too happy about the new ball he bought off Skipper. 45 quid down the drain, I'm hearing.
£45 for it now, he has to pay me £105 for it back.
Just the media, man, I'm just... 45 quid later, drop ball by the referee. Reeks with another one of those little cheeky skips into Baz. But again, Matty Dowse, who's come on for Jordan, picks up the scraps. Faniel, always looking for an option, plays one over the top. But again, man, I say about H, he's cool, calm and collective at the back as well. Now, ball tossed out to Reeks, but Dan was in hot pursuit. Breaks to Isaac, who shoots. Bottom of the onion bag, 1-0 to Ballerz. With all that early possession, it was only a matter of time before Ballerz went and took the lead. Now Dan Awa, running back to do defensive duties, ended up conceding a corner. From that corner, it's whipped in. Bit of head tennis, scrappy in the box. Now eventually Ballerz do clear their lines. I will give Danzo credit where it's due. He does come back and does his defensive duties once again. Plays on back to Faniel, who helps it down the line. Flicked on by Tone. Isaac's in behind H. Could have gone for the chip, but he shoots and H gets his body in the way. Now, apologies while I'm chatty-patty into the sideline. I nearly missed a decent shot here by the Ballerz boys. Eventually takes a deflection and goes out for another corner. Now, Dan Perkins screaming for it on the edge of the 18-yard box. Faniel plays it back to him. He shoots, scuffs his shot, but somehow manages to get a corner out of it.
He tried to get a nibble off corner, and now he's fuming, bro.
Now another dangerous corner whipped into the box. Keeper managed to get his hand onto it. Danzo trying to stand up Prince, but decent defending. Now I'm not too sure if this is karma for all the shithousery Dan Perkins has caused this season. Now the football gods must have been looking down on you, Dan. I don't know how you got away with them two. Now as we get back into the action, Big Damo with a free kick, played it into the box. It's a bit scrappy. Harvey turns on it, but box to box Burns gets his body in the way and it goes out for another corner. I lost count of how many corners Ballerz had in his first half. No further into the box. Matty Dowse shoots, but he's scooped up by the keeper. I couldn't work out myself what that free kick was given for. The referee brought it back for a pull on Dam, I think. But Faniel, with that wonderful left foot, sees Danzo pulling out to the back post, who gets his head on it, but it goes wide. Free kick to Power, just inside their own half. Reeks whips it out to Jazz Bappe on that left-hand side. Decent chest control, sizing up Dan Perkins. Matty Dowse comes over to double up on him. Jazz Bappe shoots, but it goes out for a corner. And they do say football's a funny game. Ballerz had about 7 corners in the second half. Now one corner whipped in by Jazz Bappe onto the head of Daz, makes it 1-1. Game on, boy. Come on. They can bust a smile on the bench. Power go and get themselves back into the game. 1-1. Game on. Now I do have to agree with TP. Baz has been in the walls all game. Now as we get back into the action, ball picked up in that midfield by Jazz Bappe, who plays it back to Taz, who I have to mention his distribution from the back line is always decent, sends Reedy on his way. Now if Reedy gets his head up, Barry's running into the box screaming for a tap-in, but he goes to shoot and eventually breaks the Jazz Bappe, who shoots, but Damo scoops it up. Now I did notice in the second half, DK started to drift out to this left-hand side a little bit more than he did in the first half, which gave Ballerz another option, and from that there, resulted in another corner. Isaac makes himself available on the 18-yard box, gets a decent connection on it, just a shame it weren't on target. As I'm too busy trying to catch the atmosphere, there's a long throw-in on that far side by Isaacs, who sets Dan Albon on his way. One-on-one with the keeper, slaps it in the back of the onion bag. I nearly fucking missed that, bro. I was too busy listening to him moaning.
Hey, Isaac,
Look that.
his throws like my bum. This is my bum.
Man weren't saying that a minute ago, you know. He was crying.
Oh, what, when you were saying to him? You were saying to him?
About 10 minutes of the second half left to go. Ballerz going to take a 2-1 lead. Now the goalkeeper tries to play one into the midfield. Isaac tries to lay it off to Tone, but eventually the bits are picked up by Don Perkins. Plays it out to Matty Dowse on that right hand side. Gets onto his left foot, shoots, goes wide.
34 now,
Yeah?
34.
No, it wasn't about that. What happening now? You didn't want to say last week, happening now?
34, yeah?
Okay, just check it, just check it. Stars on the side, you know, watch them.
Big
Stars on the side, you know.
That's what I'm saying, man. Get some number, don't tell nobody.
Now, shout out to everybody who turned up on Sunday. It was a vibe. Now, as you get back into the action, Jazz Bappe whips one into the box. Another decent corner. Burns tries to shoot with that left foot, but he manages to hash his shot. And Barry knocks it over the bar. Substitution for Power. Reeks off, Talib on. Short free kick taken by Faniel into DK, who sees Dan Alwell pulling off the centre half. Now another one of those little cheeky little drag backs from Dan Alwell back into DK, who drops the shoulder, gets his shot away, but it goes just over the bar.
DK, unlucky.
Decent.
Win it. Well done. DK.
They take it as a compliment, half. Now as Isaac winds up for another one of those long throw-ins, tossed into the box. Baz gets his head on it, no further than Dan Alwell, who shoots, and the keeper saves it again. Now DK picks up the scraps, sizes up Talib, turns him inside, and drives in. DK, Talib goes and concedes a penalty.
That's what he does.
Problem, bro, man.
My is quite big.
Bro, he's fucking... The geezer's probably one of the fittest midfielders in the league, bro, hands down. Now, Dan Alwell standing over the penalty. Can he make it 35 goals for the season? Top bins.
Before the game.
Dub!
3-1. Fouling dirty back. And we're in. Final next
Well
week.
done, Dub.
JT time.
Battle of the Sevens, yeah? Battle of the Sevens.
Dub. I never took you off.
With 5 minutes left on the referee's watch, I think it's fair to say Ballerz have potentially cemented their place in the final. DK picks up the scraps once again in the middle of midfield. Little step over, manages to get past Burns, drives, and goes and wins himself a throw-in eventually. Throw-in taken just in front of the camera. Now Prince gets intercepted by Isaac. Tone makes a little run off the shoulder of H down the right hand side. Now I kid you not, this is not a case of deja vu. This genuinely did happen again. DK sizing up Talib, drives inside, and Talib goes and concedes another penalty.
Too much. Too much. S-Wits. Too much, you know, fam.
Hey, DK, well done, fam.
What's better than 35 goals for the season? 36 goals for the season.
Hey, Brass, come talk to him for me, please, man. Come to him for me.
What you got?
You what? Look at Asiru Kato at the back. Manager's doing a quick run. The same foul twice. It's a bit mad, isn't it? Maybe he needs a trim. You get some things going in his brain. But it's 4-1 by the way, we're in the final next week.
Wait there. I just need to. Have you got the phone to dial in, or because I mean, like my fucking.
Oi. At this point, my disclaimer is I'm just media. With the referee about to blow his whistle, game's gonna end 4-1 to Ballerz. I'm Big Fazza. This is Sunday League Settings. Thanks for having me.
Nothing left.
Finals in 2 weeks. What can you say? Man's doing chops and flip flops and nothing at the start on, man. I don't mind it. I die on that hill. You get me? No, I felt like a court, you know, like that's what I said. Oh, yeah, men's game today, bro. Men's game, man.
Baby food. Call it baby food. 2 finals. League champions.
Man, unlucky, man, bro. Unlucky. Man, I'm unlucky. Well done, man. Well done.
That man's doing 2 pins.
Bro,
I'm in the final calling down me now. I'm in the final calling down me. 2 finals. Come on.
Told you, he's got my job now, you know. Just I need to watch out for. Brother here. Oi.
Can't bang on a Saturday anymore, but once I get hatties now.
Another big game, innit?
Another big game, Gaffer, yeah? Come on.
Another big game, man. You get me?
Blue-eyed fucking dog. Hey, Moses.
Obviously, haters gonna hate you.
Go on, what you got for me?
Week in, week out, just have to get the ball, drive into the box, and what happens? DK wins pins. 2 today. Defender's clumsy, isn't he? But no, another final.
He said AG can't get his position back.
And have to fight for it now.
You don't want that strategy, don't you?
Nah, I don't want to
Rumour has said from the media, man. Rumour has it, you're not getting your position back. All the captain's armband. Can you set the rumour straight, please?
You know what it is, Faz? Assistant manager now. I don't need the position, you get me? I've carried. You get me? Look at this.
Assistant. Oh, man's got bars as well. Well, so say that again. Say that. Every striker in the league. What's that? What's that?
One on each side. Baby food. Baby food.
Baby food. For me, he's coming from the best defender in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As a centre half myself, you get me? Reminds me of a young Meester, you get me? That's another one of the top ballers in the league.
That's my G. Well, you good, yeah?
Good? Man, that's good. As we go around the grounds,
Yes, buddy boy! Yes, the fucking lads!
Let's get right back.
Shoot!
Now, with no fixtures in the Premier Division this week, it's just Championship action. And I will say the Championship is getting spicy. Top goal scorers Dan Alwell and Charlie. G, 30 plus goals between us, fair play. Now respect people, myself, Big Fazza, on behalf of Sunday League Settings, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bless up.